Hi world. 1996 Mitsubishi Eclipse GST. I'm converting the front into the 2GB from the 2GA. So the bumper doesn't fit the headlights yet, because those are the 2GA headlights, 2GB bumper. I'm going to clean up the engine bay, unplug some of this, clean all this up, and probably paint my engine bay red. So my car is going to be black, red, and carbon fiber. There's the GST engine that I pulled, 4G63, that would not start, and there's the rebuilt one with the ARP head studs. Everything's rebuilt in that. That's the one I'll be putting in. Okay guys, we are not just going to put this engine in and start it up. I think I want to rebuild it first. I think it's already got some rebuild internals, but I think it might need more work than that. So I've taken the intake off, the throttle body. I'm going to take off the valve cover and do it. I'm cleaning everything up. First thing I want is everything clean, because this engine is very greasy. This guy was running it on the track, and he's been hella rough on it, to be honest with you. I think I would like to replace some of my pulleys. Now, I'm not messing with the timing. I don't do timing. I've seen videos on timing, but I don't want to mess with timing. I'm just trying to degrease this. I'll probably pull my manifold, my turbo, and everything off here, and just clean up this block real quick. I might check machine shops and see how much they want to glaze it, and how much they want to port and polish out the cylinder head. Sorry, my brain quit. But mainly what I'm doing today is just cleaning it up, and I'm just using some Purple Power, which, despite what people say, actually does work pretty damn good. I've been soaking my fuel rail in it. It's cleaning all the grease off of it. So, but I've been using the Simple Green on the engine mostly, and some water. I do need a power sprayer, but that's what I got. So you work with what you got. But if you get your little brushes and you get in here and really clean up behind the block and under around the intake, I'm going to take off this timing cover and paint it probably. But it's looking okay. I think it's starting to look pretty good. I'm going to take off the valve cover. And I didn't know the firing order for this. I don't remember, so I wrote it down before I pulled all my spark plugs out. Oh, I was pulling my spark plug wires out, and one of my coils decided to do this, which will be fun. Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah. So I'm going to have to get some pliers in there and pull that out. I figure this needs a lot of stuff replaced. My oil line to the turbo is bent. There are several sensors like this, which I want to say this is the oil pressure sensor. That is broke. This is broke. What the hell is this? So this is going to take research on my part, because no, I don't know the turbo engines very well. I had non-turbo engines my whole life in these cars. So this is my first 4G63 that I'm working on. But I'll learn. There's lots of videos out there. Mr. GSX and Miguel and 4G63 Addict. They're all those guys in California and Texas are very big help. So anyway, wish me good luck, guys. I'm gonna get back to work on this. It's gonna be pretty. I want it pretty, and I want it clean, and I'm gonna replace gaskets, coil pack, injectors. I'm gonna clean up the throttle body and the fuel rail. I'm gonna put a new intake gasket on. I'd like to put a new manifold gasket on, of course, valve cover gaskets. So we'll see how it does. She's looking pretty. My video for the engine bay, driver's side. Remember where all this came from, because you're going to have to put it all back. We're going to unbolt everything as much as possible and try to clean up this engine bay best we can, and then we're going to put everything back. I don't really have to move everything off the firewall, just off of the strut towers. So all of this has to go. Not real concerned with this side yet. This is the side I'm going to work on first. I want to get all this grease cleaned up. Maybe this framing metal piece right there. Let's get all this cleaned up, sprayed off, and we're going to paint it red. Okay guys, here's where I'm at, and I want to show you something. Took the valve cover off. Look at these cams. Wow. I think this thing is already rebuilt. Damn, it looks really clean. I haven't seen an engine that clean. My engine and the Honda and stuff, it don't look that clean. My other Mitsubishi was pretty dirty. That is pretty nice. I bet if I pulled the valve cover off that other 4G63, the one that won't start, I bet it's not this clean. This is definitely rebuilt. Awesome. Well, I wanted to pull off as much as I can so I can get this block and this cylinder head kind of cleaned up. I don't think this thing needs, I think it's already poured and polished out. What do you think, guys? I'm learning, so I don't know how you can tell if it is. It sure looks nice to me. Wow, those look really new. That engine looks really good. I think the outside of it is just a bit greasy, and we'll just work on cleaning it. So, yay! See, I got my turbo cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna see what I can do about shining that up. But okay, guys, here's what's going on today. I'm trying to paint the valve cover. I did want to elevate the letters to be black and the valve cover to be red, but I'd have to sit there and tape all that little shit off, and it's tedious, and I don't have time. One beautiful day. I got the intake off here. I am going to coat that with something, maybe just some black, just something to make it look a little better. My fuel rail, there's my timing cover. I got the bottom of the timing cover off too. I have torn this whole engine down, kind of, sort of. I kind of want to spray the block a little bit prettier and just get all the grease off of it. As I showed you guys yesterday, the cams are brand new on this car. You can tell from the top of the cylinder, from the cylinder head. This looks pretty dirty back here. There's bolts missing back here. Huh. I see. He broke the damn bolt off in there. Well, that's not good, guys. When I get a exhaust leak right there, if I don't seal that. So I may have to put a little sealant in there when I put that back on. But I've sprayed this with some Simple Green, like the guy that I was talking to told me. And I don't know if that Simple Green's any damn good at all, to be honest. Well, maybe. I'm just slowly getting off some of this grease. I don't want to spray the back of this cylinder head, and I'm not separating the head and the block. That this engine's already been rebuilt. I'm just trying to clean it up. Paint some parts of it, make it a little bit prettier, and then we'll replace some gaskets, some vacuum lines, and some hoses on it. Probably got to replace maybe the oil pump. Definitely got to replace the oil pressure sensor. So pretty sure that's went out when I pulled the engine. So timing and everything looks pretty decent on this car. Everything looks pretty new on it, except the outside of the engine looks rough because the guy raced it, right? So it's pretty greasy. So just cleaning it up and everything, and then, yeah, that's what I'm working on. Thanks for watching. Hardened tires. Holy shit. That was fun. Yeah, if I could see any of that, I just did some drifting out here.